This is exactly how I looked exactly some 40 days back. And this is how I look right now. And what changed everything was simply following routine, doing the same thing over and over at the same time every single day, being boring. That's my biggest advantage.
How I got lean was simply by following a routine. Many people will be saying that routine is boring, you do the same thing at the same time every single day. I do the same thing at the same time every single day. And that is the biggest catalyst I've ever come across in my life, where I've achieved all my goals literally by doing routines. And when I follow a routine, I develop a habit. And when I develop a habit, my goals become easier. When I obsess over a goal, I always divert from the goal. And the moment I obsess over habits, I never ever divert from the goal, because the habits are what push me towards the goal in itself. Here, this is my daily routine. Take a screenshot of it. This is everything that I do every single day. I planned every single hour of my day, and yeah, so I'll explain this in detail. By the way, you can skip this video. You got to know about my routine. Just copy it, and you'll get leaner. It's as easy as that. So by 6:45 a.m. I wake up. I hydrate, I meditate, I do something called NSDR. So NSDR is like a great thing if you have a bad night's sleep. I do NSDR because every single day, because I really enjoy it. It gives me this nap effect where I basically sleep for 10 minutes. After I wake up, I sleep again for 10 minutes with NSDR, and I have this like bright effect where it really calms my nervous system down. It makes me want to do hard things first thing in the morning. And after I do NSDR, I set a timer on my phone for 10 minutes, and then I just stare at the wall. I stare at the wall and I think deeply. I ask myself deep questions. I'm in this trance state with myself. Many people, they can't even spend 10 minutes with themselves. They have to stimulate themselves, they have to do something, and they fail. They miserably fail. Their dopamine system is fucked up because of all the scrolling. And yeah, I can sit with myself for as long as I want. I love myself. And when you love yourself, it's so easy to get lean. I fucking love myself, man. All the trials and tribulations I've gone through, all the sacrifices I've done for my future self, I love myself. I wish if I could give a high five to my younger self. And by 7:30 a.m. I'll be doing my deep work. So my deep work sessions last from 7:30 a.m. till 11 a.m. So that's like what, 4.5 5 hours of deep work session. And throughout the deep work session, note that I am not eating any breakfast or some gay shit like that. Breakfast is for peasants. Breakfast, it will absolutely ruin your productivity. The moment I started not skipping, I started fasting first thing in the morning for 5 hours, my productivity skyrocketed. I'm recording this video right now here, fasted stomach, and look at the energy that I have. The moment I eat something, I'm just dead, bro. I can't focus for shit. See, like, my body, alright, digestion is a big complex process. I can't focus for shit if I'm digesting food and working. I always make sure that I'm doing my hardest tasks first thing in the morning, fasted, for the first 4 to 5 hours of the day. And then by 11 a.m. I will break the fast. By 11 a.m. I'll break the fast by two small bananas and maybe an apple. So that's like below 500 600 calories. So that's like a small meal. And then by 1:15 p.m. I have an apple. And then by 2 p.m. I will either nap, watch content, or listen to a podcast. And by 5 p.m. I will go out basically. I will do gym, I go to the park, I do calisthenics, I will do abs, or I'll just go out and hang out with my friends or go on a date or something. And by 7 p.m. I will have my biggest meal, which is 12 eggs every single night. By 7 p.m. in the evening, I have a big meal of 12 eggs and dessert, maybe dark chocolate and honey, or I have a Kit Kat. I go out with my friends to have some food. By the way, I never have had to skip dessert when I was in this intermittent fasting routine. I never had to skip dessert. So what I'm basically doing here is, I'll explain the routine in a second. So what I'm basically doing here is, I wake up in the morning, I fast for 5 hours, I get my steps in. I basically don't eating any. I basically don't eat anything throughout the day. I break my fast by 11 a.m. Then I break my fast again by 1:15 p.m. Then I have my big meal by 7 p.m. The 7 p.m. meal is about 1000 calories, and throughout the day I'm eating maybe 2000 ish, 1700, 1900 calories, and I'm not even trying. It's that easy. I don't have to use any willpower whatsoever. I'm so focused, I'm so driven, I'm so fucking productive when I don't have any food digesting in my stomach. And then after the big meal, 7 p.m., big meal 7 p.m. And then 8 p.m. I walk and I complete my steps. I walk anywhere from 12,000 to 14,000 steps every single day. I maybe even go up to 20,000. I love walking. I plug on a podcast and then I walk. And 9 p.m. I do something called hanging out with my parasocial group. Now, hanging out with your parasocial group is an absolute cheat code. Okay, I'll tell you exactly how I hang out with my parasocial group. Now, the people in my parasocial group consist of a group of people, of course. The first person is Mike Tyson from his prime era. That's the first person in my parasocial group. The second person is Hamza Ahmed. The third person is Austin Dunham, and the fourth is Kino Body. I hang out with these people like a parasocial way. If there is a quote, if you hang out with 5 millionaires, you will be the sixth one. If you hang out with 5 alcoholics, you will be the sixth one. In this day and age, I cannot come across a millionaire every single day. I am not at that stage right now. Maybe in a couple of years I'll be there. In a couple of years I'm going to get there. And so I need to hang out with the high class, high social status people. So what I do is I just watch their content. I watch Mike Tyson in his home speaking about something, about his diet, about his training, showing his medals or something. I always plug on the same episode. I watch Kino Body, his daily vlogs. I watch it. I watch Austin Dunham, his podcast, the people who he hang out with. I just imagine myself that I am hanging out with these people, and because I don't have real life people who I can hang out with and share things and be successful, in a weird way I am hanging out with these people. In a weird way I have a parasocial group. This becomes my friend group. Sure, it may sound like I'm stupid or something, but the moment I created this parasocial group, getting leaner got a lot easier. Making content became a lot easier. Looking at the camera became a lot easier. Because now I have a parasocial group to back me up. Like, I have this friend group which can give me advice. In real life, bro, the motherfuckers that I come across, man. When I was 14, when I started fitness, I never went to the gym when I was 14 or nothing. I was so fascinated by calisthenics, and this guy Chris Heria, calisthenics YouTuber, he did those 8-minute ab circuits. I would put it on YouTube. I would start, like doing ab workouts. I feel so good. And one day I post an Instagram story, and the next day I go to school, and that black motherfucker, bro, I remember it. He had a really good physique when I was 14. So he came up to me and said, Bevin, you cannot do anything with home workouts. You're going to fail. You're going to let go of this in 2 months. You cannot do anything. I didn't think much of it. And guess what? 3 years from that point, I'm 17 years old, 9% body fat, sexy abs, bro. My shoulders were capped, all that stuff. And he fucking fell off. He fell off. The motherfuckers who tell you that you cannot do it, show them. Don't even look at them and rage at them. Just fucking show them, man, the results. And guess what? He came back. He was like, bro, how do you do it, bro? How do you do that, bro? His entire fucking front group was beneath me, man. You know how fucking strong is that? His entire front group was beneath me. I felt like the G because I put in the discipline, I put in the effort, I put in the sacrifice. When I put in the sacrifice and the effort, it just changed my identity. And when your identity is changed, it made me into this different echelon of a person. And when people say to me that I cannot do this, I cannot do that, you know what's the thing? What I do? I stick on Mike Tyson's quote in my head. I am a dysfunctional motherfucker. That's what I keep saying to myself. I believe in the delusion. I believe in my delusion. Because my delusion ain't no delusion. Because I know I can make it real. I wake up every single day at 6:45 a.m. I work every single day. I have no rest days. And guess what? I love this work. I love recording videos. How can I ever stop this? When some random motherfucker says to me that I'm delusional, I cannot achieve this, I cannot achieve that, I will fucking achieve it. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable to do. I know I won't stop. I'm a dysfunctional motherfucker. I keep saying that to myself every day, every fucking moment. I'm a dysfunctional motherfucker. Every time someone says to me, oh, you can't do that, I'm a dysfunctional motherfucker. I believe in my delusion. Everybody has a reason not to believe in you. Everyone has a reason. If everyone is against you and you cannot change no one, the only person who you have by your side is you, yourself, and God. Those are the only people you have by your side. Not your mom, not your dad, no one. Ain't no one gonna support you until you show results other than yourself. You have to become the amateur before you become the pro. When I see someone who is starting on content and he asks me for advice, he says, like, before I give advice, of course, he will give me some information about himself. He says how he feels about himself. He says, bro, I'm just a beginner. I don't get no views. I look at him and I say, all the people who have been successful touched the rock bottom. All the people that you look up to have touched rock bottom. They've had times where everything didn't go right. And that's where you have to fix your mindset and say to yourself, I am a delusional motherfucker. I believe in the delusion. If ain't no one gonna believe in me, I'm gonna believe in myself. And so this is exactly how I got lean. By following this daily routine, by following this morning routine, by fixing my mornings, by fixing my daily routine, by having this hour by hour thing on what to do. And by the way, I train only 3 times a week. And if you're interested, the top link in the description is a free course for you. Click on watch this video and the top link in the description is a free course for you. And make sure you subscribe to this brotherhood. It's a sick, beautiful brotherhood. And remember, become something all around. Goodbye. Mwah.